Hey everyone, and welcome to the Pokemon Productions 2025 Halloween special. Now, I just want to start off by saying I'm sorry that I didn't do this last night. I just completely forgot. So I'm really sorry about that. And I've actually failed to find a costume this year. Like I haven't found one and then decided not to wear it. I literally haven't found one this year, which is a massive shame, but I'm going to do a special nonetheless. That's what I promised you. So I'm going to do that. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Now, for those of you who don't know, Luigi's Mansion 2 originally released on the Nintendo 3DS in 2023. And one of the things I need to get off my chest right now, it's called Luigi's Mansion 2 in Europe and like other parts of the world. But in North America, it's called Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Just Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon. Other YouTubers have spotted this. Should have been a shoo-in. But anyway, here it's called Luigi's Mansion 2. So I'm going to call it that here. So Luigi's Mansion 2 HD was released on the Switch a few years ago. Actually, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. I think it was last year. So Luigi has been recruited by Professor Egad to sort out what something's going wrong in Evershade Valley. These friendly ghosts that he created have gone rampant because King Boo has returned and shattered this mystical object called the Dark Moon into pieces, and they've scattered all around Evershade Valley, and it's made the ghosts snap, and they basically turn incredibly hostile. And they do eventually start destroying everything and just causing absolute chaos. So Egad recruits Luigi once again to go to the 5 different mansions around the valley and defeat the ghosts and eventually reform the Dark Moon. Now, I want to point out that there are a few similarities to the first Luigi's Mansion, where you do explore mansions and you suck up ghosts, but there's level by level progression. Like you've got different missions to complete. So it's like 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, that sort of thing. And there's a new vacuum called the Poltergust 5000, not the Poltergust 3000. And sucking up ghosts is just like it was in the original, where you just have to hold back and then boom, you vacuum them up. But there's different things this time. Like if you hold it for long enough and charge it up, you can yank them really hard and make it a lot easier for yourself. And the way you do it this time is you don't shine a light on them. You use this thing called a strobe bulb, where you charge it up and then release a flash of light to stun them, and then you get to work. So, and of course, and there is a dedicated run button. So you just hold down the button when moving to run. Otherwise, you just walk. It's kind of similar to the Arkham games. There are loads of different collectibles to find. Like each mansion has gems scattered around for you to find. And golden bones in case you're game over, so it will give you a continue. There's also the boos that you can find throughout. You use them. You can find them by shining this dark light device on things that probably should be there but aren't. And that's how you reveal the boos, because they've been the ones who've been doing it. And there's one in each level. And I have to say it right off the bat, the graphics on Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, very good. They are brilliant. Like, compared to the 3DS version that originally came out, the upgrade is very noticeable. Obviously, the 3DS is not a very powerful console, and while the Switch isn't that powerful, it's still powerful enough to increase the resolution and that sort of thing. But yeah, it looks a lot better than it does on the 3DS version. It is still Luigi's Mansion 2, and it's still like got that same level of humor while having the same level of scariness that is perfect for anyone who wants to celebrate Halloween catching ghosts. And of course, you do have the obligatory King Boo fight at the end, but not before you face off against 5 possessor ghosts who hold the Dark Moon pieces. You have one who is possessing a giant spider, the other one possesses a giant staircase, then the other one possesses a clock, the other one possesses a mine, like an ice mine, creates some sort of mouth and monster, and the other one possesses a massive suit of armor, and then eventually you face King Boo himself. Oh, and of course, and there is a Boolossus fight, like in between levels. Like usually the bosses come at the end of each mansion, but one of them is at the end of a level, so you know, two for the price of one. And once you restore the Dark Moon, the ghosts are restored, and you also save Mario once again. That's kind of the norm with Luigi's Mansion games, that you rescue Mario. Now there's also something with the gold you collect throughout the adventure. The gold upgrades your Poltergust by different levels. Like it increases the power of the Poltergust, and also it increases the duration of the Darklight device before it overheats. And I have to admit that's pretty cool. But there's no ranking system at the end for your different mansion, because of course there are 5 mansions to explore. You don't have one of your own, so you know. But yeah, so all in all, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is a great game. I've not yet finished it, but I have finished Luigi's Mansions 2 on the 3DS, so I feel good. So I feel like I can relatively talk about the HD remaster because I've beaten the 3DS version. So, and if you were to ask me is Luigi's Mansion 2 better than the first one, I would have to say yes, because obviously it looks better. Luigi looks more like Luigi, rather than he did in the GameCube game. Different levels, like level by level progression, I find that pretty cool. And the mansions themselves are all brilliant environments, like all very creepy and stuff. But if you want a good game this Halloween, then I highly recommend you play Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, or any of the Luigi's Mansions games for that matter. And with the Switch 2 out, I'm holding out hope that we'll eventually receive a Luigi's Mansion 4. And if not that, then at the very least, Luigi's Mansion 3 Nintendo Switch 2 edition. But overall, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, brilliant game, just as good as it was on the 3DS. And if you ask me, I say get the HD version purely because it looks better than it does on 3DS. And I think it will work well on the Switch 2 if you want to do backwards compatibility. But then again, it all depends on which console you have or want to play it on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween special. If any of you out there are planning on going trick-or-treating tonight, then do make sure that you stay safe. And I hope you all have a good night. And I will see you on the next video. Take care.